Cliff and this is my Unit 3 FMP based on The Danish Girl and Cannon Hall. To begin with my FMP, I have chosen to look into 3 chosen subject areas. These chosen subject areas are The Danish Girl, which my brief was set on, as well as Cannon Hall and the era surrounding The Danish Girl. I have looked into these areas as I believe they will help me get an accurate depiction of the era in order to process and understand the most I can to help me in my design process and making the final garment. I have furthered my research from the 3 chosen areas into mood boards to portray visually what I have researched through text with the mind maps. I have researched through the Danish Girl, Lily and Gerda, including the silhouettes that they wore, their fashion and how it evolved throughout the movie, as well as the Cannon Hall mood board. I have looked into the artwork in Cannon Hall as well as the architecture and the beautiful rooms, which will further help me when creating my print. Finally, for the era mood board, I have looked into the silhouettes for the era, which will help me in the design process and make my final garment. Progressing on from the mood boards and mind maps, I have begun to research my textile development. For this page, I have researched embroidery and the different stitches, such as chain stitch, couching, French knots, back stitch wheels, and many more stitches I have explored, and I've created many beautiful embroidery works which were portrayed on this page. I have also researched into the ways of bleaching and how I can bleach fabric going forward for my final garment. I really like this page because I think it shows the amount of experimentation that you can do with one fabric and how you can really change it from being boring to being something really beautiful. Following on, I have begun to design my first designs, in turn adding media to them. I really like the designs in this page, however, I did struggle with the media and I decided to redo the media in the end because I did not believe it to my highest standard and I reckon I could have done better, which is why I decided to redo. My design boards, I want to incorporate as many different aspects from my project as I could to give a full circle feeling. I first added the print as I feel this is important as I took the print from Cannon Hall and an artwork piece which is in Cannon Hall. I have also added images of Lily which I have illustrated myself using fine liner and pro markers. I think this is really important as I have based a collection of both Cannon Hall and Lily. Finally, I have incorporated swatches of the materials that I have used in my final garment and the materials I would have used if I made any of the other designs. Once I completed my garment, I decided to go to Cannon Hall due to the beautiful museum and gardens. I got many beautiful pictures and once home I decided to experiment with different editing formats and filters in order to give my photos a vintage feel. I really like the effect of this, and as you can see on the page I have added a film from a film camera and drawn it on tracing paper to give an overlay effect. I really like the way this has all turned out and I'm really happy with the result. On this page I've created 2 boards. The first board is a photo shoot board which will help me when doing my photo shoot so that I know what props to use and what poses to do. This will also help inform the model what I want her to do in this. The second board I've created shows everything that has gone into my project. For example, the colour swatches, that is my colour palette. I have also included pictures of Lily and pictures of Cannon Hall as these have all helped form my project.